What is up, Light Fam? Welcome to another video. My name is David. Ever wish you knew how to detach from people, places, and things, and detach from outcome to any situation? Well, let's get into that right now. Let's go. If you are new to the channel and this type of content resonates with you, please smash that notification bell so you don't miss the twice weekly spiritual tutorials. Also, remember to have a look around in the description below. We got some goodies for you. We've got the free 30-minute guided meditation on abundance. Remember, if you are a Gmail user, that meditation will be under the promotions tab. And we also have some one-on-one coaching sessions that you can sign up for. And you can also order a personalized video addressing your spiritual stumbling blocks specifically. Let's get into the video. How to detach and how to detach from outcome. Remember, if you are attached to something, then you've made it a part of your identity. So the losing of that something feels like you're losing a part of yourself. And then, guess what happens? You know who steps in? The ego, right? The ego is in charge of survival. More specifically, in charge of the survival of its perceived identity. So it throws you into fight or flight. And the ego is going to pump you full of adrenaline and cortisol because you're in fight or flight. You're in this survival mode because you feel like you're losing a piece of your identity, and that actually puts you in a state of resistance, which further energetically repels you from the desired outcome that you're so attached to. So there's a really great saying: attached to nothing, connected to everything. So when we step into 5D consciousness and we realign with our true eternal divine identity, we self-identify as whole and complete. When we self-identify as whole and complete, we are no longer attaching our happiness to a person, or a person's reaction, or how they're reciprocating or not reciprocating, or a thing like a car or a house, or a situation like a job, etc. So you see, attachment is ego projecting its limited understanding of self onto a person, place, or thing. But attachment to something is only half of the story. The other half of the story is attachment to outcome. So if you're attached to the outcome, you're letting, again, the ego get into the driver's seat and project its out of alignment perception of incompleteness onto the outcome of X. So that would be, I'll only be happy if so-and-so loves me. I'll only be happy if so-and-so acts grateful for all the things I've done for them and all my sacrifice. I'll only be happy if I get that dream job. I'll only be happy if I get approved for that house so I can show all the haters how I'm living. All of this is a scarcity lack mindset of incompleteness. Now, of course, your higher self knows better, but you've allowed your ego to jump into the director's chair and run the show. And this is a perfect point to make clear. Understand, again, it's your ego that attaches to things, not your higher consciousness. Your higher consciousness understands its own wholeness. It understands its own identity as absolute love, absolute completeness, absolute happiness, absolute abundance. So if you're attaching to something, you're stepping out of your own inner standing of your eternal divine identity, and you've now accepted a false identity of this thing to which you're now attached. How to detach? You need to learn to be happy right where you are. Happiness is a choice. Moreover, happiness is an inside job. Your happiness is your responsibility and no one else's. Don't put that burden on somebody else. That is a massive responsibility and burden for someone else to be in charge of your happiness. Most people don't know how to make themselves happy. Now they have to figure out how to make you happy and themselves. That is a massive burden. They will fail and you will be unhappy. And to ask them to be in charge of your happiness is impractical, it's inconsiderate, and it's narcissistic. So stop being codependent. Your happiness is your responsibility. Your greatest, most powerful version is not going to be dependent upon someone else. Happiness is just an emotion that you can turn on by getting into the repetitive habit of choosing to be happy. You need to cultivate the ability to stop whatever you're doing the moment that you feel anxious, meaning you're thinking in the future, or the moment that you feel regret, you're thinking in the past. You need to develop kind of an internal emotions meter, right? What's the outcome? What's going to happen? What's going to beep, 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 danger, danger. Okay, bring it back. Cultivate some happiness. Why did I say that? Why did I do that? Beep, 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 danger, danger. Warning, bring it back. Cultivate some happiness. So the ability to stop and gauge where your emotions are immediately before they get out of check, this is called controlling your state. You need to stop what you're doing, go inside, and feel the overwhelming feelings of happiness and joy. And you say, well, how can I do that? This happened and that happened. Hang on. The way that you do that is you feel gratitude for everything that you have right now and for what does fill you with joy. Maybe it's a loved one. Envision hugging that loved one. Feel the overwhelming feelings of joy and gratitude that loved one is in your life. Maybe it's an amazing business that you started that is your passion and it's fulfilling and rewarding. Or maybe it's your dream job, or a hobby, or a talent, or your athleticism and your health. The point is, gratitude and happiness are a vibrational match. So gratitude is that gateway to feeling those emotions of happiness. Gratitude also centers the monkey mind into the present moment and gets the monkey mind out of the future or out of the past. And remember, all of your power is in the present moment. Now, keep in mind, you are the source. Everything else in your external reality are just the infinite number of channels available to the universe to bring your perceived self-identity into your reality, your physical experience. So you are drastically limiting how the universe can bring the physical equivalent of the frequency that you're emitting into your reality if you have to have it this way. You're basically telling the universe, I'm only going to be happy if it's this person. If this person loves me, that's the only way I'm going to be happy. Well, what if the universe has someone 10 times better? You're blocking that meeting because you're telling the universe it can only be this way. So, I'm only going to be happy if I get this dream job. Well, what if the universe has an even better job with a bigger salary and fun travel for you? You're blocking getting that job. Well, I'm only going to be happy if this one person reciprocates for all of the sacrifice and generosity. What if the universe has another channel where you do get the reciprocation that you're looking for all of your sacrifice and love and generosity? So you block the universe when you fixate on a certain outcome or a specific person. Self-identify as love itself, and you will not limit the infinite number of channels the universe has to bring you love. And you'll be less attached to how the universe has to bring you love from a specific person. This is how you detach from a specific person. And you will not be identifying with the outcome of specifically how the universe has to bring you love. Again, this is how you detach from outcome. Same exact thing works for money. Identify as abundance itself, and you will be amazed at the number of channels the universe uses to bring in the physical equivalent of your perceived self-identity into your physical reality. And because you are self-identifying as abundance itself, that means you're not self-identifying as the thing that you're fixated on or the outcome that you're fixated on from a specific job or an event. And this is how you keep the ego out of the Kool-Aid. Now, question of the day. Can you see how your happiness is kind of like a castle built on sand? When you place that happiness on the outcome of some situation outside of yourself? If so, leave those comments below. I'd love to get an open discussion on this. If you liked the video, then please like the video. If you want to see more videos on how to detach, a spiritual awakening signs, 5D consciousness, moving from 3D to 5D consciousness, the Great Awakening 2020, the 5D Earth, we got it all here at Lightways for you. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. Also remember to add me over on Instagram, _Lightways. I do answer a lot of questions over there. Now, if you know someone that is placing their happiness outside of themselves and they're being codependent, please share this video with them. It may give them the insight that they need to retain their power, cultivate their own happiness, and step into their greatest version. All right, guys, and also don't forget to have a look around in the description box below. We do have that free 30-minute guided meditation on abundance for you. You can also sign up for some one-on-one coaching or order a personalized video addressing your specific stumbling blocks. Oh, please remember to smash that notification bell so you don't miss the twice weekly spiritual tutorials. That is it, guys. You know the deal. Light, love, and abundance to all that are watching and to all you love. Peace, guys.